Ravinder, very good evening.
Good evening. How are you today?
I'm very well indeed. Thank you so much for joining us. I know, and you did send me a very kind invite to the launch of this, and unfortunately, being on air, I wasn't able to join you. So how did the launch go at the Newark Museum today?
It's been an absolutely amazing evening today. We had a great turnout, and we've had people from the Gurdwaras, we've had people from the armed forces turn up today. We've had people from all over the country turn up to this very, very important launch, which actually essentially just looks at objects across the UK, which we've digitized from collections from museums, private collectors, and it's been an absolutely fantastic evening. We had a panel discussion with experts, including Dr. Benedict Tacker from Wolverhampton, University of Wolverhampton, and Susan Strong from the V&A. So it's been a really great evening to actually explore about objects and how to make these objects available to the wider communities as well, because we've been actually working on digitizing objects for a number of years, but now we've been able to actually launch the website today where the public can actually see them for themselves.
Fantastic. I mean, it sounds like a wonderful evening. I'm so sorry I missed it, actually. But just kind of rewinding back a bit, because you touched on, this kind of idea of a virtual museum. Just kind of tell us how it all came about, the concept of digitizing all these incredible artifacts.
I think the key thing was always about accessibility and actually trying to create objects which no longer exist. So a couple of years ago, we actually did the Anglo Sikh Wars exhibition at Newark Houses Museum. And at that particular point, we were able to kind of test out various types of technology. And that included virtual reality, augmented reality, and also 3D printing as well. So during that time, from 2016, 2017 to this period, what we've been doing is, like I said, is to kind of just push the boat out a little bit in terms of actually seeing what technology is out there and what we can do to make objects come alive.
So just tell us, what kind of objects have you now started to kind of digitize, and what sort of things will be on display from the sort of period of Sikh history?
Okay, well, essentially, the area that we've kind of started off is the Sikh Empire period, which is roughly from about the 1800 period onwards. And what we have is we have objects from the Sikh Empire related to Maharaja Ranjit Singh, which has passed down eventually to his children. And some of these objects have actually wound up with the suffragette, Sophia Dalip Singh. So we've got things like jewelry. We're looking at objects which include weaponry, for instance, and we are going to be looking at different type of objects as well, possibly even textiles as well, just to show you what we can do with different kind of objects, essentially.
I mean, I was privileged to join you one weekend a few months ago when you demonstrated how you take the concept of, maybe just something from a painting, digitize that into a 3D model, and then you use 3D printing technology to create real life, models that young people can kind of visualize, even get their hands on. I mean, all that is absolutely fantastic. But now you've launched the website, so this kind of moves on things a bit further, don't they? So how can sort of people get this sort of experience of some of the artifacts that you're now kind of, recreating in sort of virtual world by using 3D technology?
Well, we've actually launched the website. So the website is www.anglosikhmuseum.com. So in between the music that you're playing, you can actually have a quick look this evening as well, which I hope you will be. But I'll just repeat it one more time. It's www.anglosikhmuseum.com. So people can log on to the website and then click on the relics page, and then they'll be able to see each object, which they can actually kind of, using their mouse, they can actually move the objects around, look at them in detail, and even using virtual reality glasses, they can actually start seeing these objects in a virtual way as well.
I mean, it is just truly fantastic, and I was blown away by how you're using modern technology to capture some really important Sikh history. So many congratulations, Gurinder, to you and your team, because you're doing an amazing job. So wish you all the best. Thank you so much for joining us here on BBC Radio Leicester to kind of bring us up to date with where you're at, and we'll definitely check out that website. But we wish you continued success with your incredible project.
Thank you very much for having me, and we look to actually kind of doing some more kind of exploration in new technologies. So thanks very much for having me this
Yeah, I'd
evening.
love to talk about it again, Gurinder. We'll definitely do that. But in the meanwhile, thank you. That's Gurinder Singh Man, the director of the Sikh Museum Initiative. The launch of the website took place today at the New Walker Museum. Literally just ended a few moments ago. So thanks to Gurinder for joining us. And if you want to check out that website, it's www.Sikh Anglo Museum, I think it is. We'll check that out. I'll make sure we've got the website address right, and then I'll let you have it. But do check it out. Honestly, it is just fantastic how they're using all this modern technology to kind of take us back to a very important time of Sikh and British history.